Hi folks, hello YouTube, hello Internet, hello world. It's Andrea Mullane here from MOXY Marketing. Please allow me to introduce myself and my new channel. I have over 20 years experience in marketing and management roles. In that time I have worked for many organisations, including small businesses, not-for-profit organisations, a research centre, and I've also been a divisional manager in a multinational corporation. Please excuse that I'm reading this because it's my very first one and I just have to do it this way to start with, but we will get better at it, I promise. Okay, so I bring a breadth and depth of experience and knowledge. In addition to a career in marketing, I'm also tertiary qualified with a graduate diploma in marketing and a Master of Management degree, both from the Graduate School of Business at the University of Auckland here in New Zealand. My intention for this channel is to communicate with owners of small and medium-sized businesses to give them access to marketing knowledge so that they can understand how marketing can improve their businesses. In most developed economies around the world, the number of small and medium-sized enterprises, known as SMEs, small, medium enterprises, SMEs, make up about 90% of the commercial sector. Here in New Zealand, the figure is up to 97% because we are a relatively small population of 5 million. Because there are so many medium and small sized businesses, nationally and internationally, collectively they are hugely important. They are sometimes referred to as the engine room of their economy, and that's why SMEs are vital. They will play a big role in the post-COVID economic recovery of every community, of every country, and the entire world. I mean, let's just take a really big view here, the entire world. While our friends in big business can afford to have access to in-house marketing expertise, often small businesses cannot. That's why we are offering owners of smaller businesses some knowledge that they might not otherwise have access to. My intention here is to set out a series of videos that cover the basic concepts of marketing so that we can get familiar with these and you can build on this knowledge. Along the way, I'll relate concepts to real-world examples just so that they become more sensible, more relatable. It would be helpful for you to set up some time each week to tune into some kind of marketing. Mondays would be a great opportunity to start off your week with a solid market focus, nothing like a solid market focus. This is how we can work on the business, not just in the business. To this end, I hereby name and proclaim Marketing Mondays, beginning with a series on understanding marketing. So let's get cracking, which means let's go. Let's start with what marketing is. In the early days, marketing was transaction focused, simply making and processing the sales transaction. Good morning, Mrs. Bailey. Here's your loaf of bread. Thank you, Mrs. Bailey. Come back tomorrow. That's the transaction. That's the transaction viewpoint. In the 1950s and 60s, advertising became a mechanism for driving sales. Still today, many people think that marketing means advertising, although it has now evolved far beyond this limited perception. Newspapers and radio were early media channels based on text, sketches, photography and copywriting for newspapers, and for radio it was based on voice, sound effects and music. As television became mainstream, it quickly became the primary channel for mass communication, and mass marketing was born. Alongside it, advertising became a powerful global industry. Much was learnt from those early advertising pioneers, and some of this knowledge became the foundation of marketing theory and best practice. Some of the early pioneers here are David Ogilvy of the international agency Ogilvy and Mather. Some older people might know this one. Ogilvy and Mather was big. David Ogilvy insisted that advertising be based on thorough research. Now we know it as market research. He wrote a couple of pioneering books, the first in 1963, Confessions of an Advertising Man, and later in 1985, Ogilvy on Advertising. Brothers Maurice and Charles Saatchi co-founded Saatchi and Saatchi, and by the 1980s their company was one of the world's largest advertising agencies. Maurice and Charles wrote the book Brutal Simplicity of Thought, How It Changed the World. This was in 2011, published in 2011. This book started life as a training manual for their many employees. Perhaps one of the best examples of marketing thought leadership are the many books co-authored by former advertising executives Ries and Jack Trout. They're great. Positioning, The Battle for Your Mind in 1981. Marketing Warfare in 86. The 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing in 94. Differentiate or Die in 2011. I mean, what a great title. Differentiate or Die is just the best. Love the books. And they're just great. These are just some of the books that they co-wrote. Individually, Ries and Jack Trout each wrote a number of books in their own specialist areas of interest. All of these are a good introduction to marketing and are still for sale. Still for sale. Reprinted so many times, still for sale. They are classics. I'll list them below so that you can buy them from your local bookseller. Always good to support small businesses, as we know, very important. Early academic marketing theories were derived from economics. Don't worry, we are not going down that rabbit hole. Not today, anyway. Okay, so back to what marketing is. Like other professional disciplines, let me just get my tongue around the words, marketing is a broad industry, similar to engineering, law, even medicine. Engineering covers civil engineering, mechanical, electrical, even computer engineering. Law covers family, civil, conveyancing, property, criminal, etc. The medical profession is even broader still, from nursing, pharmacy, surgery, medical research, diagnostic imagery, psychiatry, midwifery, general practice. Each discipline has diverse aspects and many specialist areas. Similarly, I take a very broad view of the marketing industry. To me, it includes all of the tactical and strategic activities necessary to create a product or service and to create customers for them. From manufacturing, informed by market research and product research, of course, to packaging design and pricing strategies, to the logistical operations of moving products to customers around the country and around the world. Let's take a look at some of the specific areas involved in marketing. Now, here I had a second screen that I was going to go to, but as this is my very first one, I'm not sure that it's going to work as well as I intend it to. So I think I'll just carry on and I'll read it out. So here we go. Aspects of marketing: manufacturing, as we've said, logistics, brand, market research, product design, return on investment, very important, distribution, target marketing, promotion, pricing, competitor analysis, market strategy, differentiation, customers, gotta love your customers, marketing plans, sales. If you don't have sales, you have no income. If you have no income, you have no business. Packaging design, positioning, social responsibility, product development, thought leadership, ethics, communications. Communications is what used to be called advertising, and PR is now called marketing communications, which is abbreviated to just communications, which is further abbreviated to comms. So that's what that is. It kind of harks back to the old advertising and PR stuff. That's communications. So we have economics, we have merchandising, we have customer service, we have media, we have segmentation, we have budgets, we have commercial law, because we always operate inside a legal framework. Please God. Innovation, creativity, profit, competitive advantage. So many things, so many different aspects to it. So well beyond that early idea of the transaction of buying a loaf of bread, thanks very much, come again tomorrow. Well beyond that now, which has evolved over time. And yeah. So what I love about marketing is that it's a great mix of the strategic and the creative, the right brain and the left brain. It's intellectually challenging, practical, and provides lots of variety, and sometimes it's even fun. As I state on my website, www.moxymarketing.co.nz, which I'll list below. That's Moxy with a Y, listed below. On my website, from Porsche to Price Waterhouse to Pete's Plumbing, all businesses exist to sell their products and services. So marketing is the core purpose, which generates not only customers and competitiveness, but crucial income and essential profit. Marketing is externally focused, which is where the customers, competitors, suppliers, threats and opportunities are all outside the business. It's not only a department as such, it's the central ethos of the entire business. And if it isn't, it should be. Without marketing expertise, businesses fail. It's that simple. And many small businesses are at risk. As the world begins to recover from the COVID pandemic, local, regional communities, national and international economies need their small business sectors to be their strong engine to bring them out of recession, or at least to contribute to that recovery. Understanding marketing can make a real difference to these business owners, and that's why we're here. Quick word about marketing professionals. In my personal view, a marketing professional has either a range of marketing experience with roles to management level, or they have tertiary qualification in marketing to graduate or postgraduate levels. Preferably, they have both the career experience and the tertiary marketing qualification, like me. Unfortunately, the marketing profession in New Zealand and perhaps in other countries around the world is one of the few that's not subject to a certifying, registering or qualifying professional body, unlike engineers, lawyers, architects, doctors, even car mechanics. Come on. This is, for us, the only certifying body that we can join is the Chartered Institute of Marketing in England. I think this is crazy. But we won't get on that particular soapbox today. Consequently, anyone can say that they're a marketing executive or a marketing consultant, taking on senior roles with no marketing professional work experience or tertiary qualifications in marketing. Some people working in marketing roles have degrees in geography, poetry, can you believe it? Or languages, which are not even related to business and totally irrelevant to marketing. It's just mad, absolutely mad. This is important because they lack the depth of knowledge and specialist experience in marketing. As a consequence, the perception of marketing as a profession is less than it could be. Those enthusiastic amateurs who want to have a go, God, it sends shivers up your spine. They're a disaster waiting to happen. Whether it's board secretaries, admin staff or others, don't let anyone near your marketing if they aren't experienced, tertiary qualified, preferably both. They simply don't know what they're doing. In short, these are the cowboys. For example, I know of an accountant who wanted to have a go. In his ignorance, he decided to create a second brand. I mean, can you even imagine it? For the boutique company he worked for. He effectively weakened their existing heritage brand and wasted over $30,000 for zero gain. Zero gain. All he did was harm the original brand while wasting a significant amount of money. A thoroughly predictable and preventable mess. He committed what I call brand crimes because they are total no-nos, as any experienced brand manager or marketing executive would tell you. In medicine, they have, I think the Hippocratic Oath says, do no harm. In marketing, there's a similar thing, which is don't harm the brand. Don't harm the brand ever. Because brand is a huge big deal, but we'll get to that. Never harm the brand. However well-intentioned or enthusiastic, the amateurs lack knowledge, relevant experience, and the skill level. In short, they are incompetent. So always stick with the professionals. Okay, to wrap up, the first one. How exciting! To wrap up, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like the content, hit the like button below. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments section, and please hit the subscribe button to be one of my very first subscribers, which would be so exciting, so exciting. Thank you in advance. You can contact me via my website. I'll put the details below. If you would like me to work with your business, or if you have specific issues regarding brand communications or strategy, please feel free to get in touch. I'd like to do a quick shout out to a couple of inspiring YouTubers. The first one is Lisa Holt from Lisa Holt Design in the US. She does fantastic, expert, fun videos on interior design and does them so well, so well. The other is Trini of Trini London, England. Just simply wonderful, darling. Mwah, mwah, mwah. It's been a learning curve and it's been a blast starting a YouTube channel for MOXY Marketing. Such fun. See you next time.